welcome. You're watching the Newshour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. The Congress released its manifesto for the Karnataka election today, and the 62-page document was overshadowed by an announcement on page 11. Under a header titled, Law and Justice, All Are Equal Before the Law, the Congress said, and I quote, "The Congress party is committed to take firm and decisive action against individuals and organizations spreading hatred amongst communities on grounds of caste or religion. We believe that the law and constitution is sacrosanct and cannot be violated by individuals and organizations like Bajrang Dal, PFI or others promoting enmity or hatred, whether among majority or minority communities." The manifesto goes on to say, we will take decisive action as per law, including imposing a ban on any such organizations. But naturally, that led to a firestorm of criticism, with the Prime Minister branding the move as Hindu hate and relating it to the Congress's past comments on Lord Ram, and now calling the ban an insult to Lord Ram's acolyte, Hanumanji. The Congress, on its part, defended the manifesto promises by saying to equate the Bajrang Dal to Lord Hanuman is nothing more than false equivalence.
जब मैं आज हनुमान जी की पवित्र भूमि को प्रणाम करने के लिए आया हूं, उसी समय कांग्रेस पार्टी ने अपने मैनिफेस्टो में बजरंग बली को ताने में बंद करने का निर्णय किया है। पहले प्रभु श्री राम को ताने में बंद किया और अब जय बजरंग बली बोलने वालों को ताने में बंद करने का संकल्प लिया है। यह देश का दुर्भाग्य है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी को प्रभु श्री राम से भी तकलीफ होती थी और अब जय बजरंग बली बोलने वालों से भी तकलीफ हो रही है।
ये ध्रुव सक्सेना जिस दल के हों, उनको आप मेरे आराध्य देव हनुमान जी से कंपेयर करेंगे, बजरंग बली से कंपेयर करेंगे? ये रक्षा करते हैं हमारी। आप कैसे अपमान कर सकते हैं मेरी आस्था का? माफी मांगे प्रधानमंत्री इस देश से और करोड़ों ऐसे भक्तों से।
We will take decisive action under law. Under law. He should underline that. And the law will decide whether the organization should be banned or not. No individual can decide.
हम सब के हिंदुस्तान के लोगों के लिए आस्था के केंद्र है, क्या वो राम मंदिर हो और चाहे वो बजरंग बली हो, ये हमारी आस्था जुड़े रहे हैं। ये लोग उनके नाम से राजनीति करते हैं, धीरे-धीरे लोग समझ गए।
Now, even as the fight raged on between both of the sides, the main question remains about whether this is going to have a political ramification. Today, let's examine about the electoral impact of this comment and why there should be an impact. Here's what experts have told us. One, that this comment has the potential to consolidate caste votes under a larger Hindutva umbrella. Two, that the effect of this can be pan-Karnataka but will be specially acute in the old Mysuru region and North Karnataka, which have 57 and 40 seats each. Three, the blowback will be especially strong in coastal Karnataka that sees a strong polarization and for long is known as the laboratory of Hindutva. This area, coastal Karnataka, has 19 seats. The impact could also be felt in areas which have for long seen a conflict between Bajrang Dal and PFI, areas like Shivamoga that have 7 seats. So could the Bajrang Dal comment give the BJP an opening to turn the election in its favor? Or is it taking the comparison of Bajrang Dal with an insult to Lord Ram simply too far?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, right, joining us on the debate, we have Madhu N. Rao, spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka, Kamruzzaman Choudhury, leader of the Congress, Advocate Kapil Madan, political analyst. But I first want to go across to JVC Sriram, political strategist and commentator. Mr. Sriram, it's no coincidence that the Prime Minister very carefully brought up the issue of Bajrang Bali in Hospet, because it's literally the same area that is being developed as the birthplace of Lord Ram in the Anjayanadri Hills.
Yeah, I think I do not know who is writing the narrative for the Congress party. Whoever is writing the narrative for the Congress party, they are doing a splendid job for BJP. Actually, they are handing over this election on a platter to BJP, because this comment would be as equal to that of probably the Chaukidar Chor Hai or Neech or the whatever you call, the Chaiwala comment. What that kind of a, framework we can add into that kind of narrative. Because where did he pick up? And did they not know that he is going to go to the campaign in this part of the state? And today morning, they come out with this manifesto. And Mr. Narendra Modi doesn't miss a single opportunity. As you rightly said, he picked up this and he made it into a narrative. And immediately after that, you got to look at the social media, and profile pictures in Twitter were changed by the BJP leaders. Lord Hanuman came out from nowhere. So I think by doing this, today, Congress has probably lost more than a dozen seats. Do not take it as mine as a wild guess I'm making. Probably Congress would lose around dozen seats where they were fighting with, with a small margin. And as you rightly said, the polarization, this is going to result in polarization because Karnataka is a polarized state. Kalyana Karnataka, which has got 40 seats, have got sizable Muslim population. Coastal Karnataka has got sizable Muslim population. Now look at Jagdish Shettar. In Dharwad, there is a double-digit Muslim population.
Yeah.
With what face will he go and ask Lingayats to vote for him? That's
no, so you are saying that the Bajrang Bali comment could actually have an effect on Lingayats voting as Hindus. Instead of saying that we are going to vote for our caste, they are going to say we are going to vote as Hindus.
Exactly. Not only Lingayats, I can see even Ukaligas. The ground report which I'm getting from places like Mandya is there is a swing in favor. We are seeing today in Mandya town, there is a swing in favor of BJP, where there was a close contest between BJP and JDS. But today our tracker is showing that BJP is taking a decisive lead. And this happened after 12 noon, which means that people have noticed this and they are not going to take it lightly. Because I want
to hold on just a second. I want to actually show our viewers what is this area you are talking about, and then ask Kamruzzaman Choudhury about who is deciding their campaign strategy. Like you said, it's working rather well for the BJP at this point. This is the area where the Prime Minister spoke today. He was speaking here in northern Karnataka, and this, viewers, is where the birthplace of Lord Hanuman is supposed to be. So that's why I want to ask you this area, by the way, in northern Karnataka. Now, what is the politics of North Karnataka? It has got special status. It's known as Kalyan Karnataka. It is impoverished. It has got a lot of developmental issues. But here the Congress has given on a platter an extremely polarizing issue, which not only is going to unite the Hindus, but also in this strong Lingayat belt, Kamruzzaman Choudhury, on a Tuesday, which is meant to be the day of Hanumanji, in his birthplace, you say, Bajrang Dal, we will ban. Why?
Padmaja, good evening. First and foremost, let me tell you what the saying is there. Politics is the last refuge of the scoundrels. Here also same case. Lord Hanuman has become the last refuge of Prime Minister Narendra Modi out here.
That's why you put him in your manifesto.
We have been hearing what Narendra Modi ji has been saying to the people. No, wait, let me finish. Give me some courtesy to finish my point of view.
Sure, go on.
Padmaja, I believe your name is Padmaja Joshi. So if I say that your name is Bajrangi Joshi, Now, do I relate Padmaja Joshi to be Lord Hanuman? Now, a terror organization which had members like Babu Bajrangi in their fold, which had Manu Manusar in their fold, which have thousands of instances where they have terrorized people in the name of religion, in the name of Hindutva. They have executed people, they have killed people, they have harassed people. You see those organizations like the Sri Ram Sena in Karnataka itself, what they did in the Valentine's Day, what they do during New Year's Day. So this is the culture that these Hindutva organizations have brought to India. And what Congress had done was a very big mistake in the manifesto. What they did was they named PFI and Bajrang Dal as like examples. But according to me, they should have been very direct in putting out their manifesto. Let us ban PFI as well as Bajrang Dal. These organizations do not have a place in the Indian society right now.
Which is very funny because the PFI is already banned. If the Congress wanted the PFI to be banned, they should have banned it earlier when they had the chance. This is like saying, let us kill Osama bin Laden. Congress is putting in its manifesto, we will kill Osama. Osama is dead, sir. If you wanted to kill him, you should have killed him earlier. Anyway, your point is, this is a false equivalence. Madhu and Rao, the Hanuman Chalisa says, Nashe rog hare sab pira japat nirantar Hanuman bira. Essentially what you're doing is now you are chanting the name of Lord Hanuman in order to get rid of your troubles in the election by doing a false equivalence. Bajrang Dal and having Lord Hanuman as the same doesn't hold. Mr. Rao.
Yeah, there is an audio problem in this. Padmaja, there is some audio issue in this. Let me tell. First of all, good evening. I think the Congress party, is decimated in Karnataka. I must say that it is a desperate attempt by a bankrupt political party to rake up things which are not required. Point number one. Point number two. Now, I just want to ask the Congress party, on what basis are you trying to ban Bajrang Dal? Can the state government ban Bajrang Dal? Can the Congress spokesperson explain to me perhaps what has been written in the
he has asked. He's asked the question, what is the relation between Bajrang Dal and Hanumanji? You are making a false comparison. This is not an insult to Lord Hanuman.
It is an insult to Lord Hanuman. Karnataka is the land of Lord Hanuman. Anjanadri Hill, which is in the state of Karnataka, in Koppal district, it is in the Anjanadri Hill, Kishkinda. Dare they say this? Congress party, I just want to ask the Congress party, on what basis are you doing this? On what basis are you trying to ban the Bajrang Dal? Where is the evidence for you? Do you have any evidence with you? Are you not ashamed to do this? Do you think this is like a PFI organization?
Yes, yes.
These are the very same persons who support the terrorists. These are the very same persons who support the terrorists as innocents. These are the very same people who tell the terrorists as brothers, and they have all the audacity to ban an outfit on a presumption of that there being, if at all, if it happens, we will ban. On what basis they will ban? Do they have any concrete evidence?
And the funny thing is, you are talking about the Bajrang Dal as an extremist outfit. I don't know if you remember, in February 2022, a man called Harsha was killed, Kamruzzaman Choudhury. He was a member of the Bajrang Dal. He was killed in Shimoga, and when the NIA filed a charge sheet, here is what it said. It said that Harsha was murdered by 10 men who wanted to terrorize the Hindu community, and one of those men was in touch with 2 members of the PFI. Yet you had not one word earlier to say about the PFI. Bajrang Dal you say you are going to ban. Whose member is killed, by the way, in Karnataka?
No, Padmaja, coming.
Kamruzzaman Choudhury.
You are twisting some facts out here.
What are the facts I'm twisting? What are the facts I'm twisting?
Basically, 2 points out here.
The Congress party did not even visit
UAPA was invoked against these 10 people who were involved in the murder of the VHP activists.
By the Bommai government.
That is an accepted and given.
By the Bommai government. They asked for NIA, sir. They asked for NIA probe.
It makes
Madhu and Rao.
You, Padmaja, you have.
Padmaja, this is a false thing which the Congress spokesperson is telling. I will tell you, they did not even dare to go to Harsha's house. They were the very same people who were supporting the PFI activists. Are they not ashamed of this? Let me tell you, you know why they want a ban on Bajrang Dal? That's because the Bajrang Dalis are against cow slaughter. They're against conversion. They are doing, they are saving, many temples and pious places. So they are against that.
Kamruzzaman Choudhury. Respond. Here is a man from the Bajrang Dal who was killed by those who are in touch with the PFI. Yet you say PFI, Bajrang Dal, same, ban the Bajrang Dal. What's your logic? What's your logic, Mr. Choudhury?
Padmaja, let me tell you, in Gopal riots, Congress...
Padmaja,
Mr. Rao, give him a chance to respond. Give him a chance to respond. Go on, Kamruzzaman Choudhury.
I cannot speak over.
Go on.
I can't speak over this man. First and foremost, Bajrang Dal is an organization which we think, along with the 60% of India's population, to be a terror organization terrorizing people in the name of religion. First point. Second point, why is the BJP so peeved about Bajrang Dal? Why are they speaking for the Bajrang Dal? Who are they to speak for Bajrang Dal? If Bajrang Dal is a terror organization, according to us, so is PFI. You have banned PFI. That is a good thing.
Hold on a second. You are saying according to us. Based on what? I am actually quoting to you an example where the man killed was from Bajrang Dal and the ones who killed him were linked to the PFI. Yet you speak of both in the same breath and say we will ban the Bajrang Dal. Based on what? You are calling Bajrang Dal a terror organization. Based on what?
Padmaja, do you want some instances like Babu Bajrangi? Do you want instances like the people who have killed, Monu Manassar, who have killed Junaid and Nasir, who have killed just because they belong to a particular community? This Manu Manassar was also a member of the Bajrang Dal. There are thousands of instances. Even Howrah riots, Sripur riots, they were orchestrated by the Bajrang Dal members out here.
Okay, respond.
We are
Madhu and Rao. Respond to this, Madhu and Rao. Then I want to bring back Mr. Shriram. I want to bring back Mr. Shriram and Kapil Madan. Respond to this. Are you blind to what's happening across the country, Mr. Rao?
I just want to ask the Padmaja, I want to ask the Congress, can please show us a single conviction of Bajrang Dal activists? Point number one. Point number two, they told they will be banning. The question is, what is the evidence with them? And can the state government ban it? What are they talking about, Padmaja? They're out of sync with reality. And it is only because we banned PFI, they want to equate such organizations to PFI and to tell the whole community of appeasement politics Muslims, saying that we will be banning Bajrang Dal. What is the proof for you? This is only and only for appeasement politics, Padmaja. Let me tell you, the very same Congress party, they released 1,600 PFI activists who are all involved in anti-CIA raids, who are all involved in the Mangalore blast. Do they have any answer for this? They do not have any answer for this. And now they have all the audacity to come on record to say that they want to ban a organization like Bajrang Dal without any basis. I want to remind the Congress party what happened in 1992. You banned the organization and then you were rewarded because you did not have any evidence.
Okay, is this an effort at appeasement, Kapil Madan, just because the PFI ban has happened? So now the Congress is going out of its way, or as it is being said today, banning Bajrang Dal to appease Bhaijan.
No, I will make three quick points here. Now, one, my first point is, if someone uses or changes his name and, uses the word, Bajrangi, he does not get any immunity. I mean, just to quote you an example, Babu Bajrangi was convicted by the court of law. Just because his name appears to be Babu Bajrangi, he does not get immunity from the crime if he, commits and he will be proceeded as per law. So the point I'm trying to make here is, a person or if any organization commits any kind of an offense, just because the name appears to be Bajrangi, they can't claim an immunity. That's point number one. Second is the representative of the BJP here. He made he asked a question whether any person from Bajrang Dal has been convicted. So for his information, Babu Bajrangi was from Bajrang Dal. He stands convicted by the court of law. You please read that. So you don't have factual clarity on that aspect. Now my third point is the acquisition that BJP and the incumbent government levels on the Congress is that they do appeasement politics. Now, had it been so, they would not have named PFI. So what they've said very categorically, they will ban organization. It's an inclusive statement. Any organization, though they name two, but it is an inclusive definition where they say that any organization that is spreading hate.
Sir, that is the point. That you did not say we will ban it when you had the chance.
Now the point.
Now that it's already banned, you are saying we will ban the PFI and the Bajrang Dal. If you really think the PFI is a hate-ridden organization like the Bajrang Dal and you are promising to ban Bajrang Dal, why did you not in your 2018 manifesto say we will ban the PFI? Why did the Congress not say in 2018 we will ban the PFI?
Now, I mean, Padmaja, this, the question sounds very illogical to me.
No, how is it illogical? Let me really simplify it for you. Let me simplify it for you.
Let me tell you.
No, let me simplify it for you. You are saying in 2023, we will ban the PFI. What stopped you from saying this in 2018? Simple question. Simple.
Yes, I am giving you a factual and a logical reply. If you see the NCRB data, in the past 4 or 5 years, there have been 300 times increase in the hate speeches. That is the reason why.
That is neither here nor there. I am not asking about hate speech. I am asking you about PFI. I am asking you about PFI. I will tell you in relation to what. I am asking you in 2018, why did the Congress not put in its manifesto, we will ban the PFI? Why didn't you say it in 2018?
अरे मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ Padmaja, you're not ready to listen. I'm giving you a logical reasoning for that. Because now you have a situation where the hate speech is increasing. I'm not saying the data says so, and the situation demands that you should have some drastic measures to control
with the greatest of respect, Mr. Madan, I would like to tell you that is an utterly rubbish logic. For the simple reason that before 2018, I'll give you a reason why. I'll give you a reason why. Before 2018, there were workers of the PFI who were under arrest. They were booked for riots in Suru. And those cases were dropped by the Siddaramaiah government. So it's not as if PFI suddenly woke up in the last 5 years and said, now we will spread hate. They were already booked. Those cases were dropped.
Let me tell you why it is important at this point in time.
Yes.
My friend from BJP, can he make a statement that Hindu and Muslim can they are brothers and we will stay together? Can he make this statement? No BJP, no Bajrang Dal people, they will never make that kind of a statement.
Okay. Very quickly, Mr. Rao respond. Then I want to bring in Mr. Sriram.
Padmaja, you know why? I'll tell you something. You know why 2018 you were asking a question to Kapil Madan and the Congress, perhaps they do not have an answer, I will answer that. That's because 2018 the Congress party had a tacit understanding with the SDPI, which had the arm of PFI, that they will be helping the SDPI and the SDPI will be helping the Congress, so that Congress will stand alone and therefore SDPI won't stand. I have not told this. It was told none other than the General Secretary Ilyas Tumbe and Parmeshwar, none less than the great leader of the Congress party, has appealed, and I will tell you what he has told. He told, quote, we need the support of SDPI or any other organization to crush the BJP. I have not told this. This is told by none other than Parmeshwar. And MB Patil has gone on record to say that please help us in crushing BJP. This is what
is that really the case? Let's take a look at which are the areas where the SDPI has fielded candidates. Now we are looking at the political effect that this is going to have. Mr. Sriram, the argument being made by the BJP is that this is shadow boxing by the Congress in order to keep the SDPI happy. Here is a map of all the areas, 16 seats which are being contested by the SDPI, and they strike across all of this area, Davangere South, Kapu, Mudabidri, Mengaluru, Bantwal, Puttur, Belthangi, and the one place where they're supposed to have the highest chances is where their erstwhile General Secretary is contesting. Do you really think that the Congress is going to benefit in these areas, Mr. Sriram, where the SDPI is this shadow boxing?
See, I will tell you one thing. It was MB Patil who told in 2023 that SDPI should not contest. In 2023. I know for sure that SDPI was planning to contest anywhere between 90 and 120 seats, but now, as you say, they're contesting only in 16 seats. Now, to ensure that SDPI do not cut into the Muslim votes, which were supposed to come to Congress, now Congress is indulging in appeasement politics. What did Mr. D.K. Shivkumar say when the Bangalore blast took place and the arrest was made? He said, you know, he's just how can you accuse him as a terrorist? That's what he said. And I go back to the statement of the congressmen during the time of UPA rule. They said saffron terror is more dangerous than Muslimic terror. Now, this is the kind of statements which again and again congressmen have made. Now, they're resorting to two politics, two EA politics. One is appeasement politics and number two is abuse politics. If SDPI had just contested in 2 or 3 seats, they would not be indulging in this kind of politics. But because SDPI is contesting in 16 seats, now they know pretty well that even in Narasimha Raja, if the SDPI divides Muslim votes, and because Prime Minister Narendra Modi had already visited that place on Sunday, they would know that BJP will win in Narasimha Raja. Now that is setting the, you know, the entire Congress party is turning into an headless chicken because they don't know which direction this election is going.
So essentially you want to create extreme polarization to ensure that Muslim votes are not divided by the SDPI, even if that means holding forth the Bajrang Dal ban bait.
Padmaja, even before I was born in politics, took my birth in politics, you were an analyst. Now you tell me in Indian politics right from the 90s, which political party gains out of extreme polarization?
Me. I was an analyst before you entered politics, sir. I'm not that old.
Strong footing
I mean, I don't know where you got that information from, but I'm not that old.
No, your analysis. No, that's a comparison I'm making because, you know, this politics of India after the 90s has turned into so much of a polarization politics that nobody goes into the actual issues that are governing Karnataka elections. That should have been
well, then why did you put Bajrang Dal in your manifesto?
I don't know.
Nobody told you to not put issues of special status of Kalyan Karnataka or the issues of Kittur Karnataka and the border row. You are the one who decided to put this on page 11, not me.
We have. No, you put out, you singled out one particular word of the entire 62-page manifesto to come and corner Congress. Try and come and corner Congress.
I have not cornered the Congress. I have no intention whatsoever. It was clearly important enough to the Congress. It was important enough for them, by the way, to put it in bold words. This was one of the main thrust of the Congress. You put it right at the practically at the beginning of your manifesto and underlined it. Anyhow, I want to give again the final word to JVC Sriram. We have seen all of these. We have seen all of these areas. And finally, I want to show you a map of where because now it's all boiled down to the polarization issue. The Muslim population in Karnataka and what is the entire breakup. It is in really high percentages in places like Dharwad, in Haveri, in Davangere, then again in Dakshin Kannada, and here in north in places like Gulbarg and Yadgir. Do you think people are going to see through the rules? And mind you, these are also areas, for example, in Dharwad, where the BJP has other issues like the rebellion of one of their senior most Lingayat leaders. He has gone into the Congress. You've got issues of development here in North Karnataka. Do you think this is a last attempt by the BJP to try and polarize using the Bajrang Dal issue? And is it really going to work, or people are going to see through this? Mr. Sriram.
It is not the last attempt of the BJP. I would say it is the final attempt by the Congress to somehow or other get the Muslim votes, because they know for sure that Kuruba votes are consolidating because of Siddaramaiah. Apart from that, they are not getting any sizable percentage of votes, and they are banking on this 13% Muslim votes, and that is the reason why they are trying to polarize this election and as much as possible stay in the race. And that has led to desperation. I again say desperate times leads to desperate measures, and now Congress is in a desperate position, running like an headless chicken from an issue to issue, changing narrative by the day, and eventually they are now staring at just getting one seat in coastal Karnataka, and they will be losing Kalyana Karnataka also in a big way, which they were actually winning till yesterday, and now they may lose.
Interesting. That is your prediction, but we'll be putting out our numbers very, very soon. We'll see how much of that actually comes true in the election tracker. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for joining me. These are indeed interesting times in the Karnataka election. What was meant to be a dead heat is becoming even more close now, and we are just over 1 week away from results day.